Welcome to Vertical Football, and this is who will make top 4. And I know it's becoming very intense, or it is intense already. Yeah. This is like the end part of the intensity of the Premier League, and we want to just speak about a little bit who will make top 4. So we are saying Chelsea still in the race, Newcastle still in the race, Manchester City still in the race, Aston Villa still in the race, and Nottingham Forest still in the race. Who do you think will make top 4 before we dive into these matches?
Okay.
We have Liverpool secured and Arsenal secured.
So, okay. Man City is in 68 points.
Yeah, on the third position.
Newcastle is 4.
Yeah.
Chelsea is 5.
Yeah.
Aston Villa is 6.
And Nottingham Forest 7.
So it's just 1 point separating all of them.
Yeah.
You understand? Now,
2 points, rather.
If Man City lose and others win, Man City are out
of the game. But if others win, there's still a clause to it. Okay, others win. That means Chelsea, Nottingham Forest are playing together.
Others win, they are 69. Yeah. That means, man, who is Man City playing first?
Man City is going to play Fulham.
Man City is playing Fulham.
Yeah.
Man City need a draw to be in top 4.
Yeah, a draw to just make it 4 points.
I think Man City will actually, they will do that.
Yeah.
They would. I think they'll beat Fulham. You know why? Because Man City are a team that, you know, when they need like points to get something,
they definitely will get it. I think they have even showed us enough evidence. They have showed us enough evidence. You see, there was one time in the league where they were supposed to win the league at the last match against Aston Villa.
Bro,
and they got it done.
Today that is still hurt me still.
As a Liverpool fan, I understand where you're coming from. Yeah. As a Liverpool fan, I understand where you're coming from. Yeah. 3-2. But I think Man City has always shown us when it is time to get things done, they will always get things done.
No, they couldn't get it done in that FA Cup.
that like
Crystal Palace changed up for them.
Yeah. But that's the point. That's another thing to like speak about here now. You see Man City these days, most especially in this season, when it is very, very important. Look at a game like Southampton. If they won that game against Southampton, we will not be having a debate of Man City.
It's true. Anything can say happen.
So I feel like it is very.
And Fulham, they are not small team. They are stubborn.
Like there's no small team in this. Aside people from 16 to 20 in the Premier League this season, I don't think.
Imagine Man City going to Europa League.
They will go and play it. But let's speak about another match. I feel like a very, very interesting match and a match of focus, which is Chelsea versus Nottingham Forest. 2 teams that are still trying to find their way into the Champions League, and now they are playing against
Chelsea
themselves.
Chelsea is 66, Nottingham Forest is in 65.
Yeah.
Who is at home?
Nottingham Forest.
Okay, you guys have played your last home.
Yeah, I've played our last.
So if Nottingham Forest win the game, I'm on this thing about to.
Like it's a very, very big. This is
not the time for Nicolas Jackson to be missing goal.
There's no Nicolas Jackson in the fixtures. He has gotten a red card against Newcastle. He puts us in a very difficult position.
The fact that he misses goal is dangerous.
Yeah.
You don't understand? The fact that he misses goal, but the way is still dangerous.
Very, very dangerous.
You understand?
Very, yeah. But I think this match, Chelsea versus Nottingham Forest, the odds just go back to Nottingham Forest, because if you look at Chelsea away run out of London, we're shitty. We don't play football like as if, if you look at our away runs.
I've checked it. I've not ever checked it.
Try and check it. Our away runs are bad this season. Very, very bad.
It's going to be very, very
and you're looking at playing against the Nottingham Forest in their own home ground. Desperate. Like they are desperate to get this thing.
Okay, so now on normal day 1 to 7 have already qualified for Europe. They will be in Europe.
Yeah.
So it's just you to know whether you're going
to where you're going
Champions League, Europa League, or Conference League.
Yeah.
And let me give you a shocker. Do you know Crystal Palace is in Europa League right now?
Already winning the FA Cup.
Yeah, we can have
we're going to be like 8 or 9 clubs playing in Europe next season.
I'm telling you, one England is winning
one of those competitions.
Yeah, next season.
Okay, let's wait and see.
Chelsea just need to take their chances. There's no time for you, bro. And there's something about Nottingham Forest. They have their home supports.
Definitely.
They have players that can counter.
I think they will come up with tactics against this Chelsea match.
They beat for West Ham at home.
Yeah, it's
at a big stadium.
You know. They'll come up with tactics.
They were desperate because after that issue with the coach and
the owner,
because the coach wanted them to go for a more, I think wanted them to for the Champions League.
Yeah.
But because
as it's
they
as
drew
it
with
is,
Leicester
yeah.
City. He was so pissed. You understand?
Mhm.
But I understand his pain. He will just want to take the club back to Champions League.
Yeah.
And this club used to have glory, like in the days.
In old times.
Yes, you know, they lost it.
But another club to like speak about here is like Newcastle and the match against Everton, which I feel like puts them in a very delicate position. You don't want to be playing Everton in a difficult time like this. How do you see that particular match?
Everton are more... Okay, so there are two physical teams.
Yeah.
Yes. Newcastle know what's at stake. Everton doesn't have anything to lose.
Okay.
Everton, they can pursue draw for draw sake.
Mhm.
You understand? Two physical team, and sometimes away, Everton used to do it like that.
Okay.
Yeah, they're always stubborn when it comes to their home.
Home ground,
You
yeah.
understand? And over time, Newcastle have now to flog Everton. Yeah, that last game, Newcastle actually flogged them.
Yeah. So looking at this 5 club remaining now, who are those 2 teams that you think will not go into the Champions League?
We're not going to the Champions League.
Yeah.
We are putting in a very, very tight corner
I tell
here.
you, for every minute you look at that thing, you will change your mind.
So I don't know. My instinct is telling me that Man City will qualify.
Yeah.
That's making it 3 teams.
Yeah.
Saying that, who is Aston Villa playing?
Aston Villa is playing Manchester United.
Aston Villa win our game, trust me.
Aston Villa they are on a very good form. I think in their last 9 matches, they have won 7 or 8 of the matches.
And you know the worst thing?
Yeah.
They've been winning, but they've not been going up because of all these other things.
Everybody's getting work done. Yeah.
You understand? Yeah. So Aston Villa will win Man U. You understand?
So if Aston Villa wins
Aston Villa will be in 69.
You
understand?
It still has to be dependent on what Chelsea plays.
Let me not lie. The fact that I want Chelsea to enter that Champions League because I want to see them in that Champions League, those boys.
Yeah.
But I'm scared because they are playing Nottingham Forest at home.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? And if Chelsea go and lose and Aston Villa win, Newcastle win, Man City win, it's a problem for Chelsea.
A very big problem.
You understand? Let me not lie. I want them to go because I feel that they don't try. Yeah. This is the man don't like give you. Forget banter. Chelsea don't really try. Sometimes you know go even feel they go win match. They go grind out results.
Yeah.
You understand? I didn't think they were going to win Newcastle. You understand? But they just put the result. I don't know what happened to Newcastle. No,
they lost to
Newcastle.
Manchester United.
Yeah. I was thinking they would play draw. But they
pulled the result. Yeah.
Pulled the result. So Newcastle lost one game like that.
Against Arsenal. Arsenal beat them 1-0.
Yes.
They too should have been cleared, but listening to Arsenal, I think it just bring them back there.
Bro, it's going to be interesting. I like the fact that this team is on the last day.
Very, very tight.
Yeah, it shows
very,
that
very tight.
It shows that EPL is now competitive.
Very competitive. And Guardiola was saying something about it. Now you're looking at 7 teams trying to make Europe or 5 teams trying to make the Champions League. When you now still see Manchester United and Tottenham at 16, 17, now you're looking at next season where they will have to be a part of people that want to go into the Champions League. You then think about how tight and how difficult it is going to be playing in the Premier League next season. Let me ask you a question,
quick one before we finally run up. Do you think Man City are going to come back next season?
Yes, I think Man City is going to come back. In as much as there is Guardiola, I think that level, they are not one to just have the slope and just keep going down. These are just times in their period where you will not always go all up in the trajectory. You will still have your downtime. I believe this is just a downtime.
So I feel like they would come back, but not that strong.
Like they used to be. They will recruit now.
You know why?
Yeah.
Bro, you know sometimes you can't replace some players.
Well said.
What a player gives, anything people like give you no fit. You do know Liverpool just for a long time we actually deceive ourselves. We didn't replace Coutinho. What Coutinho was giving us.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
It's just that we had players that are very, very stubborn.
Mm-hmm.
We had that resilience.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
For a long time, we don't have a creative midfielder, bro. Do you get?
Mm-hmm.
That thing, that work this guy is doing, KDB was doing for Manchester.
Yeah.
Not that, do you know it was since KDB lost from Manchester United, Man City starts having that downtime. Gundogan doesn't have that leg again. He just himself.
Yeah.
Foden has folded. Do you understand?
Out, yeah.
Grealish is gone.
Yeah.
Always injured. Stone is not always there, always injured. Do you understand? I understand that they're recruiting, they're buying players now. Mamush is a very good signing.
Very, very good signing.
But you can't, that height is going to be difficult because a lot of teams now are now very stubborn. For you to win England now is hard.
It's very, very hard because the competition is so much.
Arsenal are trying for 3 seasons.
They have not gotten it. But I think that's one thing about being Man City. Because of the level that Guardiola has taken them, the mentality, the atmosphere around the stadium, the culture is like, this is who we are. So irrespective of what we are going through at this moment, we still know our identity. And I feel like the identity is to go and win things, go and win the league, go and show up in the Champions League. I think they will come back.
You saw when he was giving warning to the owners of Man City.
Yeah.
He said that he doesn't want like a robotics, like plenty squad.
Okay.
He doesn't want them to be small.
Yeah.
You understand? That if they go and start recruiting plenty.
That's even going to be a headache for him.
He said
himself.
he was going to leave. He's going to leave. He said it yesterday after their match. He said he was going to leave if they recruit plenty players.
He will know how he's going to curb his things and get the people. He's Guardiola, that's one thing. He will know how we will get those players.
To round up, let me ask you.
Yeah.
I know you want Chelsea to be in Champions League. Apart from Chelsea, give me other two.
That will not make Champions League or that will go into Champions League.
Other two, you want them to follow you to Champions League. You know, there's Liverpool, there's Arsenal. Yeah. You're a Chelsea fan. Chelsea will be there.
I think Chelsea will have a very difficult time. Just for the fact that we don't play really well away. But being optimistic,
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I'll put Chelsea there. So I think Man City will make it. And I'll put it to Newcastle for me. I think Aston Villa's form is good, but Aston Villa going into the Champions League is dependent on what happens to the other club.
Yes.
Yeah, but with Newcastle, just go and win that game too. Yeah. So I think it's Liverpool, Arsenal, Chelsea, Man City, and Newcastle, and let the other people go and play Europe in another space. Yeah. Thank you very much for joining us on Vertical Football.
Welcome.
Thank you for joining us, guys. So this is Vertical Football. Please like, share, and subscribe to this channel if you have not done that. And we'll bring to you more informations like this.
Peace out.
Namaste.
Namaste, Wahala.